Next story I wanted to cover is about Pastor Robin Bullock. Now, I've talked about this guy a bunch of times on my podcast and on my main channel, so I wanted to touch on this one more time because he just released a brand new video, which we're about to watch, about how Dr. Fauci is possessed by Satan. And you can tell when you look in his eyes. So let's give this clip a watch by Robin Bullock. This one came out mid-October 2021. And then we're going to watch a few more clips from him. Check this out.
There is a serpent that has sent his inbred servant to surround and siege the church. What's his name? Fauci! He's a serpent. And that's all he is. But he's also a rat. And he will be fed to a serpent. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. I'm just going to go ahead and say this. You ever see a spirit? Anybody in deliverance knows this. You ever see a spirit take hold of somebody, it shapes their looks.
What the fuck did I just watch? That was fucking strange. This dude is out there. So Fauci is a serpent and he's a rat and he's going to be eaten up? Is that what he said?
He is. But he's also a rat. And he will be fed to a serpent.
He's getting so wound up in confusing metaphors that I can't really tell what he's being literal about anymore and what's metaphorical. It's so hard to make out at this point. This is some real strange shit. Anyway, let's keep listening.
You ever see a spirit? Anybody in deliverance knows this. You ever see a spirit take hold of somebody, it shapes their looks. That's Fauci.
I'm not sure what he's talking about. A spirit takes hold of somebody, it shapes their looks. What does he mean by that? You know, I guess I could see it if he was talking about Kenneth Copeland. That would check out. But you know he's not talking about Kenneth Copeland. Our old buddy Kenny C. You know he's not talking about him. This guy actually, as far as I know, is good friends with good friends of Kenneth Copeland. I don't think there's any bad blood between them. I mean, they're both televangelists, both Kenneth Copeland and Robin Bullock. And I haven't heard a word about bad blood between them. Though Kenneth Copeland is on the shit list of some other televangelists, like QAnon prophet Johnny Enlow. He's not really on his good list at this moment. At any rate, demons aren't real. I can't believe that I'm sitting here and I feel compelled to say this. Demons are fake. When I was a child, I played with childish things, and then I grew up and put those things away. It's time for you to grow up, become an adult, and stop living in fear that every person that you meet is a demon.
That's Fauci. Just in case you thought I was backing up. That's Fauci. It has taken him till it turned his looks. Spirits do that.
What's wrong with Fauci's looks? I don't understand. What does he mean Fauci looks like a demon? Like I said, I can see it from Kenneth Copeland. But Fauci's just some dude. Why is he so obsessed with Fauci? Back in early July, late June 2021, he actually had something similar to say about somebody else. Give this clip a look, see what he has to say.
Now, show the first video.
About why I only paid that much is because I'm smart. You know how to game the system. Well, guess what, Mr. President? I'm coming for you.
Be sure the volume's in the stream well. I want everybody to hear this sound. Now go to the next video and show this one. Now watch this close and listen very closely.
120 days. Give me a break. Need time.
What? What are we listening for? Seriously, what's the big deal? Joe Biden is giving speeches. Like, why am I sitting on the edge of my seat here? What am I trying to figure out?
I got them $1.9 trillion relief so far. They're going to be getting checks in the mail that are consequential this week for child care. Just remind them, I wrote the bill on the environment. Why would I not be for it? Pay them more. This is an employees bargaining chip now.
You gotta be kidding me. The dude's whispering. What's the big fucking deal? I don't understand.
Anyone that's ever dealt in deliverance in the ministry.
Oh, here we go. This is the exact line he gave us a minute ago about Fauci. He has special expertise on this subject because he's worked in the specific area of Christianity, which deals with exorcising demons and trying to save people's souls and all this other shit.
Where they deal with demonic spirits and evil spirits will know that sound. They know exactly what they're hearing. While the press says it's whispers, anyone that's ever been in deliverance ministry knows what that is. It's the voice of a demonic spirit. And people say, well, that's pretty far out. Is it? Is it?
Yes, it is. It's pretty far out.
What spirit is it, brother? It's the spirit of the serpent that possesses the jackal.
Uh-oh, he's calling Biden a jackal. That's offensive. You guys ready? He's going to call Biden a jackal again in a second. This one's from June 2021.
I remember he leaned into the mic and told President Trump, we're coming for you.
Well, guess what, Mr. President? I'm coming for you.
That is not what he said. And he didn't whisper it like he was a demon. He just got in close to the mic and said, we're coming for you.
I'm coming for you.
The noise comes out from a mic no matter what. That's just how it works. I can get real close to the mic like this and say, we're coming for you. Like this. Do I sound like a demon? This guy is disconnected from reality. I have to say, it's entertaining as hell to watch. Maybe I should start my own ASMR channel.
And he growled out this demonic sound. I can't make the sound, but it was this demonic voice. I've heard him make it again recently.
I'm coming for you.
He just desperately needs everything to be the result of a demon, doesn't he? He needs this to be demonic.
And he growled this out. When he did, I went back and I took a picture. I think it was at that moment. It was one of the moments I took a picture with my phone right on television.
Oh, please, let's see the picture that Robin Bullock took. 100% honest, I'm sure. 100% unphotoshopped. I'm sure of it. And also, I'm sure that it wasn't the result of lighting or anything, right? He took a close-up of a pixelated picture of Biden's face that actually is so pixelated that it looks like a drawing. What is this, like 16 by 16 resolution image or something? Yeah, and it's definitely a snake eye for sure, right? I mean, we can all agree that this is exactly what snakes look like, and that there's really a lizard underneath Biden's skin, and it's been a lizard person since day one. David Icke was right about everything, right?
Okay, it's up there. Now look at the eyes. If you'll look at the eyes, you'll notice they're serpent's pupils. They're slotted pupils. Now, other times, they're not like that. But at times, it shows a slotted serpent's eye. And people say, oh, that was Photoshop. No, it wasn't either. I took the picture.
I love how these people absolutely need Biden to be like a clone or a demon or a snake or a lizard person. It has to be one of those things, or all of them. I would think that those are contradictory, right? Is he a clone, or is he a demon? I guess he could be a demon posing as a clone, and I guess demons could potentially be lizard people, right? I guess you could have a lizard person demon. These conspiracies get so insanely elaborate. Here's the problem with it. The more you build a story, the more, like, details you add to this, the more lore you add in, the easier it is to poke holes in the story. Do I even need to poke more holes in this, honestly? I don't think I'm even watching this to poke holes in it. Usually I try to debunk this stuff. I don't even feel the need to debunk the idea that Biden and Fauci are lizard people / demons / clones in human skin. I don't feel like I really even need to debunk it. I think I just have to sit here and enjoy it. Let's just soak this in together. So those were most of his conspiracy theories, some of the more strange and out there ones. But this clip, I believe, this came from early July 2021. And if I remember correctly, this is one where he says Barack Obama is in the Bible. Barack Obama is in the Bible. Give this a listen.
The book of Luke, I believe it is, when it says, Jesus said, I beheld Satan fall as lightning from heaven. Remember that? You've read that?
Oh, yeah.
Well, in Hebrew, it says something like this.
Okay, now hold on. Just let's put a pause on it. Luke was written in Greek. Why would we be looking at a Hebrew translation of the Greek scriptures? This is the kind of backhanded shit that they do sometimes. They pull up these ideas and, you know, at first glance it seems to pass the sniff test or whatever. But on closer examination, you realize how completely ridiculous and outrageous what he's saying really is. Why would we be looking at Greek scriptures in Hebrew?
If you read it in Hebrew, it says something like this. I beheld Satan fall from the heights, or actually it says, I beheld Satan as Barack Obama.
What?
It says it. It says, I beheld him as Barack Obama.
This guy is just eating it up. This guy on the left, Steve Schultz, he is like, he's taking this.
Something like that. In other words, it refers to that name, Barack Obama. And he says he didn't.
Okay, no, it doesn't refer to Barack Obama, the name Barack Obama. First of all, there is some basis to this. What is it? Okay, that's Luke 10:18 is what that is. You can pull up an interlinear version of the Bible and look at different translations for this. If you type in Luke 10:18 interlinear into Google, it'll pull this up. There are like a billion interlinear Bibles. This one is BibleHub.com. That's what I'm using here. It will show you word for word what the translation is. The English one is, he said then to them, I beheld Satan as lightning out of the heaven, having fallen. Obviously, kind of seems like nonsense because the words are like out of order. It's not really a direct, the translation is too direct to make sense of. That's why, like, when people are translating from like Greek to English or Hebrew to English or whatever, they will take the meaning of the words and not the exact words, because the Bible would be even more nonsensical than it is if they took the exact words and stuck them in place. He said then to them, I beheld Satan as lightning out of the heaven, having fallen. I think the third line here is the Greek, but if you click on the words, then it will give you more information on what they are. The word translates to lightning, this one specific word. Astrapin, it looks like, or astrapin or something like that. Like I said, this verse was written in Greek, so it makes sense that they would be translating the Greek. I don't know why they would be translating this verse to Hebrew. It wasn't written in Hebrew. It's never been in Hebrew. It doesn't belong in Hebrew. Nothing to do with Hebrew at all. But if you pull up the Hebrew, I believe the word Barak translates in Hebrew to the word Barak, similarly pronounced in Hebrew, means lightning. And it means blessing in a different language. It's a common name in certain specific languages, and that's why Obama was named Barack in the first place. I don't see any record of Obama in Hebrew. Like, there's no direct translation from Obama to any other word. And actually, from my understanding, Barack isn't even an exact translation. So this guy is just completely full of shit. But again, did I really need to do the research? Did I really need to read into this to figure out that this guy is completely full of shit? I knew from the start he was full of it. But it's still entertaining as hell to listen to him just go completely off the rails.
What?
It says it. It says, I beheld him as Barack Obama, or something like that. In other words, it refers to that name, Barack Obama. And he says, he didn't say he was Satan. He said, I beheld him as him. And so he walks out on the throne of Satan, declares everything he declares, signs into law Baal worship just like that.
What is he even talking about? Walks out on Satan's throne, declares Baal worship just like that? Where is he even getting all of this. This is confusing as hell. And aren't we past the Barack Obama shit? Dude hasn't been president for fucking like 10 years at this point. Seriously. Why are we even talking about Barack Obama anymore? You guys remember Chuck Norris saying that we would fall into 1,000 years of darkness if Obama won the election? You remember that shit? I don't think there's a video of it, but let's see. Let me see if I can find a video on it. I don't think so. Yeah. Norris warns of 1,000 years of darkness. ABC News. This is written September 4th, 2012. Chuck Norris warns of 1,000 years of darkness if Obama re-elected. Action film actor and martial artist Chuck Norris issued a grave warning to America's voters this week. Head to the ballot box or sentence your children to 1,000 years of darkness. Norris, along with his wife Gina, filmed a 2-minute video urging people to unite for God and country by casting their ballots against Obama this November. Oh my God, is there a video? Oh, please tell me there's a video. Wait a minute. I need to find the video. If there's a video of it, I'm finding it. Please tell me there's a video. Okay, check this out. Apparently this video is from 2012. Give this a watch.
Hi, I'm Chuck Norris, and this is my wife Gina. We are here to talk about a growing concern we all share. If we look to history, our great country and freedom are under attack. We're at a tipping point, and quite possibly our country as we know it may be lost forever if we don't change the course our country is headed.
With our country at a crossroads, Chuck and I have asked ourselves what we can be doing to help support this great country we're blessed to live in, and how we can encourage our like-minded American brothers and sisters to unite and let their voices be heard. It is estimated that in the 2008 election, 30 million evangelical Christians stayed home on voting day, and Obama won the election by 10 million votes.
We know you love your family and your freedom as much as Gina and I do. And it is because of that we can no longer sit quietly or stand on the sidelines and watch our country go the way of socialism or something much worse.
See, this shit existed before Trump. Like, I know a lot of people are getting involved in politics for the first time as a direct result of Donald Trump going completely off the rails. And I got more involved in politics as a direct result of Trump going completely off the rails. Like, I've been paying attention since before Trump even ran, but not this close attention. Like, I've been paying real close attention lately. But it was always like this. It's been like this since at least the early 2000s. Since the Bush campaign, it's been like this, at least. I know other people who can attest to it being like this even before that. Ronald Reagan leaned into this kind of bizarre headspace where they're just obsessed and hyper-focused on very specific, nonsensical things like this.
Our only hope is for each of us to make sure we have not only registered to vote in the primary and the general elections for 2012, but to make sure our voices will be heard by casting our vote on Election Day.
As Edmund Burke said, all that is necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men and women do nothing. Our great president, Ronald Reagan, said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction." We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same.
President Reagan went on to say that you and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We will preserve for our children this last best hope for man on earth, or we will sentence them to take the first step into 1,000 years of darkness. If we fail, at least let our children and our children's children say of us, we justified our brief moment here. We did all that could be done.
Please stand with us. Let's unite for God and country, and may God continue to bless the United States of America. See you at the polls. Thank you.
Wow. Well, like, what do you even say? These people are so completely propagandized from beginning to end. There isn't an original thought in their heads that didn't come from the party, the Republican Party. And they are so convinced that Obama winning a second term is going to plunge the United States and the world, apparently, into 1,000 years of darkness, that they're willing to stake their reputations on making sure it doesn't happen. And now it happened. And did we plunge into 1,000 years of darkness? No. In fact, Michelle Bachmann seems to believe that we were in a golden age when Trump was president. But we're in 1,000 years of darkness when the Democrat wins. Then we go back to the golden age for Trump, and now we're in the end times. We're basically on the precipice of Armageddon now that Biden is president. Disconnected from reality. I'm telling you. Disconnected from reality. We live in two separate worlds. But again, like I said, it is entertaining as hell to watch these people just go completely off the rails.